hand if you're done writing the title. Okay, it looks like mostly everyone's done. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the setting. So as we read, did anyone, as we were reading, did anyone hear the setting or notice where the story was taking place? Alexa, go ahead.
The village.
The village. Okay. Did anyone have a different setting? Axel? The field. So I really like that the village and the field, because the boy is working in the field and he keeps running into the village. So both parts are part of the setting. Village and field. So go ahead and write that into your setting. And I want you guys to go back and find where it says village and field. Village is here. He ran into the village. And then, Axel, do you remember where it shows the field, that it said he's in the field?
It's in the bottom, villages, but in the bottom, it's right there.
There, thank you. Okay, so it said he ran into the village and yelled, "Wolf, wolf!" The townspeople ran with him to the field. So he's in the field and the people are in the village. The townspeople are in the village. Perfect. So that is going to be our setting. That's where the story is taking place. It keeps running back and forth. Okay, so now we have to locate our characters. Does anyone want to raise your hand and let me know what characters you guys heard in the story? Jade?
The shepherd boy?
Shepherd boy, yes, so that's the main character, shepherd boys. Go ahead and write that in, and if we find it here, it is
It's in the first one.
shepherd boy, right there. Use a different color. Character boy. Okay. Any other characters you guys heard? Go ahead, Axel.
Village people?
Village people. Yep. So in the story, they have them as townspeople. So let's go ahead and underline that one, townspeople. Okay. Any more characters? Okay, Noel, go ahead. The wolf. Yep, the wolf. Any more characters? Go ahead, Alexa.
The master's wife?
Is she one of the main characters? Is she constantly brought up in the story? No. So we're looking for main characters. Let's see.
Sheep?
Giovanni.
The sheep?
The sheep. Okay. Sheep. So we have the shepherd boy, the sheep, the townspeople, and the wolf. Those are like the main characters. It keeps getting brought up in the story, okay? Perfect. So now we have our setting, we have our characters, and we're gonna move on to the plot of the story, what happened in the beginning, middle, and end. So when we go to fill this information out, we have to remember about key events. We read the story, but when I'm asking you to tell me what happened in the beginning, middle, and end, I'm not asking for the whole story all over again. I just want a sentence or two that summarizes what happened in the beginning, middle, and end. So I'm gonna give you guys 1 minute to talk to your neighbor about what happened in the beginning. So go ahead and turn and talk to your neighbor and talk about what happened in the beginning. So let's see, so you guys can talk to Genesis, Axel, go ahead. Turn and talk to your neighbor about what happened in the beginning of the story so we can fill in that information. Let's see, you can talk to Axel or to Jade. Eric, you can talk to Unity. Go ahead. What happened in the beginning of the story, guys? What happened in the beginning of the story? So what happened in the beginning?
You said it. You started with the beginning first. Not yet. The beginning is the first thing.
Lonely and bored. So that was the beginning. Lonely and bored. What happened after that? What did he do?
Yeah, because you're talking.
That the wolf was coming. He pranked the people. And then at the end, he
already said that.
Alright guys, so everyone should be talking to the neighbor about what happened in the beginning. What happened in the beginning? Alright, we're gonna come back together. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright guys, so can anyone raise their hand and tell me what happened in the beginning of the story? What happened in the beginning? Go ahead, Noah.
The shepherd boy was watching the sheep for a while, and then he got bored, so he went to the village and he was like, oh. And then all the village people went to him, and then they said they were looking for the wolf, but there wasn't really a wolf.
Okay, thanks, Noel. So you said he was bored, so he decided to prank the townspeople. Jake.
The shepherd boy was bored and lonely, so he came up with an idea to prank the town people.
Thank you. So, Noel, you brought up the same, you said the same thing, but you went into the second part, what happened in the middle as well, which that's great because you're right. Jade summarized it a little bit shorter though, just for the beginning. So Jade, can you say what happened in the beginning again?
So the shepherd boy was lonely and bored, so he came up with an idea to prank the town people.
Okay, so the shepherd boy was bored and lonely, so he came up with an idea to trick the townspeople. So when we're filling in the information, you guys, for the key events, again, you're not gonna tell me the whole story all over again. You're gonna just summarize in your own words. So I liked how Jade said that, so we're gonna go ahead and write that in for the beginning of the story. So the townsboy, I'm gonna write it, you guys can copy me after. The the shepherd boy was bored and lonely. So he came up with an idea to trick the town's people. Period. There you go. That just summarizes the beginning. The shepherd boy was bored and lonely, comma, so he came up with an idea to trick the townspeople. So I'm gonna give you guys a minute. I'm gonna give you guys like 2 minutes to copy that down, and then we'll move on to the middle. What happened after that? So go